Hello everyone, good evening. We're gonna look for some live trades on NASDAQ. I think the move has already happened. Look for proper entry models if we find any. Okay, before we take an entry and all that, let's do some quick analysis. Want to see is there anything which we can take so far? What's the update on gold? Sorry, the update on gold is have been extremely bullish. So I'll just tell about this analysis, okay? Because some people don't understand why I even took this trade and all that. Okay, so let me give you a hi Manoj, hi Aditya, you're from Bengaluru, maybe. Okay, so the simple analysis behind this trade is I look for levels where the majority of the people buy and sell. This is what I mainly do. So this is the entire week's price action. So what we see over here is the entire week's price action. Starting from this day, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday. Okay. Now, if you look at this clearly, just look at Monday. You don't need to see anything else. Just look at Monday. Asia session, right? We have a little bit of Asia session. London came and took Asia low, accumulated. New York started, took London high, Asia high, and we made a new time high. Okay. So in this, okay, just for this thing alone, what you see over here is where is the majority of the people bought? That's all I see. Where did the majority of the people bought? Where did the majority of the people sell? If you come to that conclusion, you'll understand that the majority of the people bought at London low, and majority of the people tried to sell at this over here. Okay. Really quick. Uh, don't have a resistance. Hi, Varun. Oh, so we're just going behind the 450 pip trade on gold. Let me save it as. It's nice to use templates like this from time to time. You'll understand where it is, and this golden line in front shows where majority of the volume is created. Okay, we have three things now where majority of the people sold, majority of the people entered longs, majority of the trading activity has been placed. We broke this and went to this side. Okay, this line is where I marked it as seller's power long time ago. Okay, I have many reasons to name this, but let's just say this is where majority of the sellers I preferably enter. So back to Tuesday, right? Back to Tuesday, we know this is where majority of the people bought. This is where majority of the people. Tuesday started. We hit the seller's power, huge fall. Hit where the majority, right? Hit where majority of the trading activity placed. Use that as supply, and we bounce back and accumulated fall. Where did we fall? All the way to this London low, filling this previous week low level. Okay. Now I come to the conclusion based on Tuesday alone, that this is where majority of the people bought. Okay, so I'm gonna name this support, and this level I'm gonna name it as resistance. Okay. Now we have two levels. These are the places where majority of the people bought and sold. This is what we have right now. After that, I do the same for all the days. Wednesday, okay, and then currently now Thursday. So I'm just assuming where majority of the people bought and where majority of the people sold. Okay, I use volume indicators and all that, and then I use what I see. Okay, so these are the levels which we have. So why did I buy today, and why did I target here? Simple answer to that is huge. Reversal from London. We swept that with previous week low. Previous week low has been already taken out. So that means there isn't much strong levels of liquidity that has yet to be created. Okay. After that, Wednesday came in. Wednesday made a not a lower low but a higher low and then bounced back up again. Again, we made two lows over here. Like I said, wherever I mark this level, right? This green level that where majority of the people have entered. This level is what I presume to call as buyer's power. Okay, because I'm just seeing. Thank you, Ritik. I'm just seeing where majority of the people are buying. So you can see over here, Asia full broken, came down, hit this, bounce back up, came down, hit this, bounce back up, came down, hit this, bounce back up, came down, hit this, again bounce back. So you can see whenever buyers are going anything below here, they are aggressively entering. Anything below this level, these people aggressively enter. So I got an idea based on the ridiculous price action on Thursday that you can see that there's a huge low. After that, price rejected all the way back, again dumped down all the way. Okay, if only there was this move, and this move has never happened, I would have went short today. But this move took these two lows. Again, this move has came and reversed back. A lot of buy orders were placed over here. Again, a lot of sell orders were placed, taking the entire daily open, Asia low, New York low, everything has been taken out. So the only actual form of liquidity was resting here. I'll use different here, and this isn't much for price to be. This isn't enough. This isn't so liquidity works like a magnet, right? Liquidity works like a magnet and like a rubber band. Okay. So if it's pretty much one-sided, it will just bounce back just like that. And it works like a magnet where majority of the liquidity is so many orders and everything are being placed, it just fill and get it. Okay, so after we make this huge move, the only layers of liquidity resting below was this sweep. This was literally a manipulation move to hunt a lot of people out. Correct? Just a manipulation move to hunt a lot of people out. This doesn't mean that this has a lot of people. This higher low and these are all just sweeps. Sweeps doesn't have a lot of liquidity. It was a strong move and then went back up. Okay, that's why I concluded that it's not going to sell anymore after I see this move. It ain't going to sell. Okay, and then today I've come to the conclusion that every time when we came over here, bounced, bounced, bounced. See, it came here, after it came here. This is all I don't care. That level, a lot of people bought. Regardless, when the seller activity is so strong, we still reverse. Seller's activity so strong, we still reverse. So all that tells me is buyers are in control. Okay, so buyers. Anything below this level, the buyers are not accepting to settle down. If they were accepting to settle down, let's just say Thursday closed over here, this would have never happened. But buyers still decided to push the price back up into this range. So all that tells me this is the ultimate buyers of power. Okay, so anything that touches over here is going to skyrocket. So what do I see on the lower time frame for for Asia session today morning is I saw this. You see this isn't much, but when I saw this 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, this huge rejection, I typed in market shallow group that today is buyers day. Today buyers are in control. Okay, and then we slightly touched this level, suddenly surged and made higher high. We made what higher? Right. So buyers are totally in control. Again, price reversed, didn't make a lower low. Again, it reversed, made a higher high. Right? Again, it reversed and made a higher high. And again, it tried to come all the way down to make lower low. But where there was buyer's power, it hit and skyrocketed. That's why I said this was a manipulation, and these were the actual reversal lows, and this was London low. So Asia, London, as much as all these buyers power. Three reasons: Asia low, London low, all these buyers power, which has been respected for a lot of time. We hit this and then we reverse. We reverse till where? Why did it reverse all the way? Because I told you liquidity works like a magnet. So if you see over here, this is the 1 hour time frame. You can see over here that, see, equal highs, equal highs, equal. These are like 1 hour, 4 hour all together. 1, 2, 4, 5. This is what people didn't read today. You know that the magnetic power towards one side has changed because the buyers are not ready to settle down for 4 days. The buyers are in control. We just need to realize where these people are going to enter. And once we enter at that and we see the opposing liquidity, right? We saw the opposing liquidity, 1 hour high, 1 hour high. What you imagine how many people shorted over here, shorted over here, shorted, and all these people clumped and kept their SL over here, 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 right? That's all they do. They keep it high. If they sell, they keep it at the last high. If that's what we do. We are retailers. That's all we can do. Okay. So now that, that. After that, what? You can come to the who's reacting hard all the time. Just focus on the lesson, man. Okay. So there's one, two. So there's like 4 hour highs, 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 and then bang. Then what? And then bam to the moon. We hit all this way till here, and now we are rejecting from here. Why? Because I already marked this level as sellers. You know why? Because majority of the sellers, right? I'll show you this. Majority of the sellers, you see this huge sell-off candle, right? After that, we didn't even get the chance to fill this. That means this area is so powerful that the buyers are not even allowed to push the price even just a tad bit towards the upside. The sellers enjoy wanted to sell this area so aggressively. That's why it didn't even make a 50% or 20% retracement of any kind. It just kept on dumping and dumping and dumping. So that is why this this imbalance. Okay. So this imbalance is my first seller zone. See, you see this? First seller zone. That's why the first time we came and touched over here, we retraced aggressive. And again, the same thing what's happening here again. We're again trying to tap the seller zone, but the sellers are trying. But more likely these people are going to fail. Eventually, what's going to happen is going to do something like this, make a high, something like this, and eventually it will create, right? It will create a form of liquidity like this. And then the market is going to accumulate like this, and then bam, this is the next upcoming biggest sell move which we need to capitalize. Okay, so we need to focus heavily on this one. Okay, we need to focus very heavy on that one, so that and I know some huge news is going to come. Okay, because it's going to dump like crazy at one point of, because if we are buying because we are in a buy trend, but also don't forget the fact that the sellers are still in the game. Okay, you look at this from all the way here to here, sellers are here. So if I put a GAN box here, okay, if I put a GAN box from here to here, you can come to the conclusion, say that where are the sellers are looking. That's why I put this level. Okay, it was an imbalance on the lower time frame. It was this thing on the higher time frame. It is like a premium on the higher time frame. So majority of the time is going to smallly take this high, and then is going to accumulate a bit and look for. So till then, this support supremacy will not stop. Okay, you will see a lot like this happening. High, high, high. So that, because even when we want to sell at one point of time, we need to leave a little bit of liquidity. We need to leave a little bit of liquidity so that it's going to target it like that. know what I mean? We need to target it like this. So we're going to leave a little bit so that the buyers are in control, but eventually it will come to a point that we are going to take that as well. That's going to be a huge. These people already planned everything. They already know we're going to pump price to this level and we're going to dump it all the way. These people already planned. We're just trying to look at the HTF, LTF, and try to figure out what these people want. What are the signal these people are trying to give us? Okay, so that's why I said we are currently in a 50-50 range. Buyers are also trying to break this to make higher high so that next week they can be bullish. Sellers are also trying to not make a higher high, because if they make it, the buyers will win. Get it? That's the logic behind this trade. So that is why I told you guys not to enter over here. You can go to the LTF, you can be like, retrace FVG, we entered, but it's going to be rangy 50. And in 1 minute and all, it will do this. Try to go back again, do this, go back again, do this, again, do this, again, do this. Try to go back again, do this. It's just 50-50 right now. So we will not stand a chance. It's like the same thing that happened at Thursday. Okay, so we will not stand a chance with this. So we need to address where we are and we take the trade. Okay, we need to realize where we are, because if there is a place, right? If there is a place where majority of the people are selling, there will be no wiki disco dances and all that. Okay, there's not going to be a wick. There's not going to be a disco dance, this and all that. Okay, one second, guys. Oh, இல்லம்மா இப்ப கிளாஸ்ல அந்த பின்னாடி. Okay, that's what I was trying to say. Um, what was I saying? Anyway, but I hope everybody understood. Okay. So that is that. So this is the entire analysis. So we can all conclude the fact that next week, Monday, gold is going to be a bit bullish as well. It's not going to be bad because it's going to create levels. You know? This is a level. This is a level. This is pretty much the same. So when we are seeing things like this, right, we will understand that we are dealing with a hidden liquidity range, like, you know. So eventually, all these things will crumble at one point of time. This, and bam. So a huge sell move is what we are expecting. Till then, it's buy only. Okay, till then it's buy only. So let's see what happens, and Monday it will decide. So right now, pointless to trade on gold because it will come till here again, then bounce. All that. So let's see if there's anything on NASDAQ. What is this? Okay, I know it's a bit clumsy, kachabucha and all that. But what NASDAQ is saying is, bro, we are in this range. We are gonna be in this range forever. Okay, this is the range we are in here, and we are trying to be in this range forever. That's what's happening. And then I'm gonna mark this range. I'm gonna see where we are at right. So we are pretty much at the near 50-50. Okay, this range is going to be a bit like when we trade at the point of control. It's going to be a bit nasty. You cannot perfect it right. It's just going to dance. So right now, I don't see much need to buy this, but I'll tell you when I'll buy. If let's just say it made a huge dump, not now, but let's just say on Monday or something like that. If it actually crosses the previous week low or somewhere over here, right, or over this level, we can proceed to buy, because we are looking at three things right now. In this entire range, we are looking at the discount, not premium, most discounted range, and then we are also looking at thing as well. This thing has enough liquidity over here. multiple 4-hour lows, which hasn't been mitigated yet. It will come all the way, take this low, use this level as supply, maybe go till previous week low, maybe claim it or not claim it, and then it will do. Just try to retrace the. So if that is the case, this is a trade which will happen 90%. Goes there, it will happen 90. So this is another probability. And you can see the same thing over here, which I explained on gold. Now gold had that huge sell. We're just seeing this on different time frame, 4 hours, and that's the daily. See this huge sell off. After that, we sold off again. But again, this time when buyers try to push in, they are not able to pass this. See this? They're not able to push past the level because the sellers value this area. So that is why it's been selling for a long time. So right now, who's in control? Sellers are in control. So if you want the buyers actually to make it out of this, they need a lot of liquidity to reverse, and the sellers should be exhausted. If anyone's selling over here, they're probably taking TP here, here, something. So right now, 50-50 again for NASDAQ. But maybe if you want a strong, it will do something like this and retrace, you can take this 50-50 move. But rather you wait, let's show that takes all this, come near the previous week. It will take a sweep or it will not. It will this will happen very fast. See that one candle in 5-minute candle like that, it can happen. And then we're going to try to break this level again. That's what's going to happen. We are in this range right now, sellers are in control. But if any normal, you know, the ICT traders or someone see this, they'll be like, hey, it took the previous day low. You know, for a short term, they're going to be the short term it kind of looks good, but it's going to dump. It's not going to go high. It's not going to happen. So that is my conclusion for this thing as well. So I don't think it, I want to buy this, but it's risky to buy. Probably going to come till here and then dump all the way down. Something like that. That is that. What else was I saying? Okay, these are the two analysis, guys. Mainly for trading this. Let's see if there's any other thing, any other level which we can mark as a sure shot so that we can see. Okay. I'm telling you again, NASDAQ, this is the entire range, comes near the previous week low. Next week, you'll not find the previous week low. It will be some other week low. But if it comes still here, more likely is your chance to buy. But even if you put like a trend line, it will work. These are the reasons why trend line work. It's not the trend line. It's not the trend line. It's just how it is. Just how it is. So if you look at any other things, right? Say price is respecting to sell over here. Price does something like this, goes back up, again hits here. If any other people will look at this and be like, you know what this is? Trend line. It's technically not a trend line. So what it says is each time when price is coming to the premium level, everyone is fighting to sell this. That's why it's not making higher highs. So it kind of looks like a trend line, but technically it's not the way to look at it. Okay, so that's something I want to clarify. It's a trend line thing. It's just the way. It's the same thing that happened today in gold as well. Okay, you can see over here, right? From yesterday, we started bouncing from this level. After that, we didn't came to this level. We started bouncing here itself. It's not, but if there's anyone, who's dumb enough to put a trend line like this, kind of makes sense, but it's not a trend line. That is not a trend line. It's just the way that the market is moving. So that's it. So no major opportunities. You can buy, you can sell. It's 50 for gold. No point in taking it. NASDAQ is trying its best to buy, but again, I'm on the sell side right now, so I don't believe in it. It's down too far low. Sellers are obviously in control. Buyers are not even able to make higher high. Probably going to sell. No, no point in doing this. Okay. Anyone have any questions? Okay, then. Okay, guys, then that is the updated analysis on gold and NASDAQ. I hope everyone got some value out of it, and I'll see you guys next session. That's it from me.